Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel WebLearnX. Today I am going to explain how to create any RESTful API with the multi-part file. Means how to send any multi-part file like any JPG, any PDF or any Excel etc in your RESTful API or any form upload. So let's get started. Let me open my Eclipse. So I have one project. So project name is multi-part file. So I have added the some dependency in this multi-part file. So let me open the form.xml. Click form.xml. So you can see here I added the some dependency. This is the dependency related from the multi-part file. Means if you want to upload the any images or any PDF or anything related from the multimedia, then you need to add these things in your project. And I have added one more thing. Sorry, only these dependencies, not this one, because this is the dev tools. If you're going to develop application in development mode, so it will provide the help to not restart your application each and every time when you make the any code changes from the Java side, then it will automatically rebuild and deploy your application. So it will save the time. That's why I have added these things. And I have added one more dependency here. It's a conduct google dot codes related. So this dependency basically used to convert the any string JSON string to Java file or Java file to JSON string, because I need this dependency in this project. So I added this dependency also. So this is related from the pom.xml changes. So I have added basically four things, these four dependency here. And let me show you the project structure. So this is the main file. In main file I have create one controller. In controller I have created one REST API here. In model part I have created the one beans which is hold the information related from the whatever user input, and one utility file basically I have created the all static method to file upload and file downloads related. And one more thing here, uh, in file upload we need to add the some property in property file. Basically spring servlet multipart enabled, it should be true, otherwise multipart will not work. And spring servlet multipart file size threshold, it's basically used to write the file in disk. It's not store the file in cache. So this is the threshold size to write the file on the disk. And a spring servlet multipart max file size, it's allow the how maximum size you are going to upload. And this is the servlet max multipart max request size, it create the request size of your multipart file. So these four configurations required in your application dot property file. And I have added one more thing here where you want to upload your file. So in my case I'm going to upload in apple folder. That's a there is a one document folder, and uploaded file URL is upload files. So if you are going to deploy any application on the server, then you need to add your server details here, means which path you are going to upload this file. So this is the this change is related from the application.property file. So let me show the upload first REST API things. So let me show first a product. So in product I want to submit the some product details along with the image. So that's why I added one beans which is hold the all product information like a product ID, product name, what category of product, and other information like you want to put the some description and all things, then you put here. So you make the changes according to your requirement. I will upload this project on the my GitHub, so you can download from there and try from your side. And here image path, create the static path of image when the image is uploaded, or any PDF, or whatever the multimedia is uploaded, then it will create the static path. So directly using of this variable you can download the that image. So I have created the getter setter of this, as I have earlier shown you how to create the getter setter. So I have created the getter setter here, and I have create one controller, and in this controller I have created one REST endpoint. So let me show you. So this value, basically I have used the one annotation, it's the value annotation. Value annotation basically used for pick the any property data. Means if you want, you added the something your in your property file, and you want to pull all the that information from property file, then you need to add the @ value annotation. So in my case I have added one property file dot upload property. So you can see here I have added one property file dot upload property. So I pull that property. So the default path, after loading this default path bind in this variable, and I have created one post request. So in this post request I have passed the two query parameter. One is data query parameter, means all the product information whatever I have shown you in this in this beans, all the product information I pass in this variable. And there is the one multi-part file as a query parameter. So this file basically used for bind the multimedia data like image file, PDF, XN, and all things. If you want to, then you must be add this multi-part file, otherwise you are not able to upload. So I have used the multi-part file, and first so first I check here if multi-part file is equal null or file is not available, means file original file multi-part file get original name is equal null, then I have so the output message file is not found. Otherwise whatever the data I have information related from the beans I have get in string format in data variable. And here I have created one method to convert whatever the bean data in string format I need to convert in product beans, because in multi-part file we are not use the direct request body and all things. So that's why I uses the request param. So request param basically get the data as a string format. So we need to convert the whatever the data of the string format, we need to convert in the uh, object, Java object, or product object. So let me show how you convert. So I have created the one product object and use the JSON object. So the JSON provide the one method of from JSON. So I have passed the whatever the string I pass, and whatever the class you want to convert, so it will automatically convert these beans to this class. So this is the functionality of convert the any string to product. So it will convert the, after conversion of your string to product I have get the product beans. Then after this I have going to write this code to upload your images on the server. So for this, let me explain this. So here I added the multi-part file, product name, product category, product name, and default file path. So this is the default file path which is picking from the property file. So first I check here if whatever the file you have inputted is empty, then it will throw the exception. And otherwise first I need to create the folder. So I create one folder here. So this is the process to create the folder. And after create a folder, I check if folder is successfully created, then I move to next. Otherwise, because I have written here, if folder is created successfully, then only go further. Otherwise, so folder is already exists. So if I check here, if folder is already created or exists, then it will proceed next. Otherwise, show the exception. So this is the process. So I get the file bytes and file original name not is equal to null, then it will create the file path and write the all information in that path. So this is the process how to upload the any file. And I have created one more thing here. After upload the file, I have created the static path of that file using of this method. Sorry, I have created the static path using of this method. So this is servlet URI component builder dot from current path, means it will show the current path of your request, like localhost 8080, whatever the current path you sent the request. And then it will create the category and will means this will create the static path of that file where it file was uploaded. So and I bind the static file along with the my project, and I have returned the project details. So it will respond the all the product information along with the static images. So this is the whole information. This is the method to upload the file. Now after uploaded, I have created one other REST API to download the file. So in this in this API, I have passed the basically it's a product category, product name, and whatever the file you want to download. So if in file we have maybe file name, it would be the dot or some special symbol. So Spring, if you want to pass the some special symbol with the your browser, then you must be passed like this, colon dot plus. So it will pass the all category of special symbol along with your request. So I pass the category, product name, and file. So this category bind the category name, means contact will behave as like a category name here, and this is the product name, and this is the file information. So first I check it's a create the static URL of that file. So it will create the static URL of that file, means full path of file, category, product name, and file name. It will create the static path of that file and check first file is exists or not here using a file. So if file is exists, then first get the file extension. What kinds of file extension, like PDF, JPG, all these things, and bind in the response.context type. After that, response.header, uh, it's so the file type along with the browser, means if you want to download any file from the server, then you need to add these things, because if not add this thing, then it will not able to show the images or PDF or Excel file on the browser. And this method basically set the what is the maximum size it will create the response. So it will create the response size. After that, I have used the one input stream reader and create one buffer reader and pass the this is the process to read the any file from the particular file location, and I have respond with this method. So this is the whole process how to upload and download the any file using up Spring Boot. So let me show with the live demo. So let me build this project. I'm going to build this project. So building process is started. It will take some time. Building process is in progress. It will take some, yeah, you can see now build is successfully completed. So let me deploy. So I'm going to run this application as the debug mode because I'm so how to what is the flow of this. So I'm going to deploy as the debug mode. Meanwhile, let me open the Postman. So for testing purpose, I have pre-installed the Postman. So you need to install the Postman first in your machine. So first I'm going to test the upload image. So what is the URL of this? Localhost 8080 slash, let me show you. So I'm going to test first this URL. So this is the product. So let me copy this. This is the product URL, and for request submission, click on the request body and form data. So if you want to insert any media types of information like images, file, audio, video, and all things, then you should be select the form data only. So here I need to put the key and value format. So let me show you in code. So data means all the product information bind in data, and here I need to select the image type because I'm going to test the image here. So whatever the key name is, main image. So let me put this here, and let me select the some image here. So I'm going to upload the some image, and here I need to pass the product information in JSON string format. So I have one JSON string format content. Let me copy and paste it here, and let me change the some information like product number 1, and product is iPhone, category is electronics, and other information is the other information. Let me send the request. What happened? Let me resend the request. Sorry, some spelling mistake here. Localhost. So you can see here your request is coming. So you can see here I have submitted this request as a string format. So this method going to convert the your string to product beans. Now you got your product beans. So now it entering the file upload method. In file upload method, first check the file is empty or not. No, file is not empty. So it first going to create the that folder. So let me check make folder is working or not. So folder is already exists, no problem. So it is entering inside of this. And it going to save the product. So you can what is the error here? Save file. Long exception while saving the file. Root cause. Because this code is not earlier there. This piece of code is not earlier there. So I written this code only. So I make the small code changes here because first I need to create the directory. After we can create the subdirectory. So category is the directory and product name is the subdirectory. So this is the this piece of code is I missed out. So let's run again and check now. So I hit the request, same request. Let me debug. So let me show you. First folder is created successfully. If you observe here, this is my upload file path. So folder is created successfully, but there is no subdirectory. So let me execute next. So if you observe here, so subdirectory also created. Phone is the subdirectory. So now it's going to load. This is the whole path where my image going to load. So let's wait for the response. If you can see here, so I got the response of that request. So I putting this request here, put it this, and I got this response. If I click in this response in new tab here using a get method, let me send it. So you got the response. Let me debug out. So directly you can get the response here. So this is my request and this is my response. So this process we use to upload the any images or any PDF or Excel in DB. So friends, I'm going to uploaded this project on my GitHub folder, so please download and try from your side, and please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the notification, and please like and share. Thanks and bye bye.